Hello guys, this is Video Fletcher and today I'm going to be playing the Humble Indie Bundle 5. Now you may ask, what is that? If you take a look at the screen, you have Superbrothers Sword and Sorcery, Limbo, Amnesia, Psychonauts, Bastion, Lone Survivor, Braid, Super Meat Boy, and all of the soundtracks for $8, or if you just want Limbo, Amnesia, Psychonauts or Superbrothers, then it's $1. $1. Now, you can customize how you want to send your money. I chose to give $1 to charity, $2 to the developer, and $4 to the running of the website. Now, if you pay over the average, at the time of me paying, the average was $7. So I gave $8. Then you get all the soundtracks and extra 4 games. Or, like I say, you can pay $1 and you just get the 4 games and no soundtracks, but they are DRM free as well. So let's just get into the gameplay. Links will be in the description of how to buy. I was going to do a sort of playthrough of each game, and I thought, why would I do a playthrough? That's boring. So I'm just going to show you clips of all the games in one compact video. So here we go, very unique game, okay? So completely pixelated, 8-bit style, and you can tell this is designed for an iOS, smartphone, so it doesn't work too great on the PC. It works well, but you can tell it's designed by the tapping. Now I'm not recording my mouse cursor, so what I'm doing is I'm tapping on certain objects and he's following the sound. It's a very audio heavy game. Visuals obviously are a different kind of style. As you tap on things it brings up information, and again it's got a really cool soundtrack, so there you go. It's just got a jolly, happy soundtrack. You tap along, tap on the bushes, your character will hear the bushes move in the wind, and you kind of get going. Combat, you can kind of tell again it's designed for a phone, but it's okay. It's simple. It's just a sort of not platform, should I say, sort of an adventure game. And again, you can't actually use your 2 mouse buttons, which is a bit odd, but you have to click on the 2. So here I am. I click on the sword, click, click, click. In a second, and then I'll block, etc. So it's very simple, but it's just a game. And to be honest, when you're paying $5 for this many games, the game's worth buying on its own. The bundle's worth buying on its own purely for the soundtracks, let alone all the games and Amnesia. So Amnesia's awesome. Times in the game, I felt like I wasn't sure what I was doing. So again, there's little witty sort of storylines, and I wasn't sure what I was doing, and then you'll kind of figure it out, and it doesn't really make sense. Like, you stick your sword in the sky. Obviously, it's relating to the little block on the left there, but sometimes you're kind of wandering about thinking, well, what do I do? But there is some action, as you see, as you get into it, doing unique actions such as figuring out what to do. It's just an adventure game with good soundtrack and a unique kind of tapping style. The actual monsters that you fight, they were actually kind of weirdly scary. I actually wanted to run away. Like most games, you're kind of thinking, oh, I'll just fight you. I actually wanted to run from this, and it's because the graphics were such like a cartoony style that your imagination made up the enemy rather than you kind of looking at all the details. So, here it comes. It's kind of this eerie shadow following you, and the levels get, increasingly difficult and more complex to solve what you've got to do, and I enjoyed it. Next, Super Meat Boy. Now this was probably the one that I spent the most time on out of the bundle. You're a cube and simple platformer, lots and lots of deaths, lots of fucking deaths, deaths. If you want deaths, you play Super Meat Boy. It took the piss. The levels, even the beginning levels like this, was so annoyingly. It took me ages to figure this out. One thing I will say is, there's different styles like here you can break down, and all the levels are unique, and trust me, they get really hard. So if you're wondering about it being a simple, easy platformer, it's not. It was getting me this bit here, like I'm using a keyboard, and it didn't seem as responsive using a keyboard as it would using the Xbox pad. For some reason, I don't know. It just seemed more fluid with a gamepad, but you can always plug your gamepad into your PC. More deaths, they get more and more complicated, the levels get more and more frustrated. I wanted to smash my keyboard into 4,000 pieces, but you continue, and alas, I will prevail. But it was fun, and it's one of these games that's so annoying that you're thinking, you know, I'm not letting you beat me, I'm going to do this. And you're this slippery cube, and you can sprint, and you can jump, and you can hold and do further jumps, and it's a good, fun game. You know, you've got the typical objects that you have to block, and you die, and you die, and you die, and you die some more, and then you finally complete it. One thing that is good about this is, you know, some puzzles you'll find easy. I found this one really easy. Other simple ones I found hard, so it kind of shows you what kind of player you are. I'm quite good at dodging objects, but actual jumping mechanics I'm not great at. And it has a unique replay system, so you can watch the kind of move that you just did, you can watch it back and be like, that was so sick, that was so close. And there's more difficulties, and the levels are super hard, so it was a fun game, and again, certainly worth the $5 for all of this. Next is, I would call it 16-bit, was Lone Survivor. Now this is the Silent Hill style. I thought this was going to be, honestly, dog shit. I thought it was going to be terrible. I was like, I can't see anything, I want good graphics. And then I really got into the game. Like, it was fun. You know, it plays on the whole style again that due to the kind of 16-bit graphics, you can't exactly see what the zombie is that's killing you or trying to kill you. So you make up your own imagination. Now you have a flashlight, you kind of go to sleep, you wake up, and you begin exploring. So I've picked up a key. We kind of find the key, and then we break out the apartment, and you have management resource. You have, you know, battery life for your flashlight, so you can't constantly use it. I'm not sure if you have to eat. I haven't got that far yet, but again, you need batteries, and you know, kind of witty little jokes along the way. So, kind of looking in the cupboard, what's that smell? Again, I've jumped back to the fridge, and it's got a kind of different style where, you know, you'll grab these cubes of meat, should I say, and you will kind of place them, and then the zombies will, you know, go in their typical zombie fashion, and they will go and they'll walk to the meat, and then you can hide and skip past them. And it was a fun game. I actually enjoyed this one. I think it was. I wasn't expecting it to be fun, and I think that's why I enjoyed it. Some games games like this I'd never buy. I'd never buy any of these style games, but with them being in the bundle, it exposes you to different genres that I honestly haven't played. I've been playing Gears and RTSs for a while now, and I haven't really tried another genre, and I thought it was fun. So again, it's got the kind of zombies, it's got all this weird little grin on his face, and it's the noises, you know, it's that kind of thing like, what is at the end of this scrolling, I'm not too sure, and you're kind of you're edging. It's got this kind of old style. I think this would work really well on a Game Boy, you know, or a little handheld. I think it would be awesome on a handheld. So you put the meat, sorry, I'm turning that off by accident, and then you hide in the shadows and you can sneak past, and if you get caught, then he eats you to death, and you know, sirens go off and you have to get out of there like this. But I thought it was fun, and the way you know, you kind of make up your own imagination like that. You can't really see the zombie, but you want to get out of the way, and you are running. Like, I just like the way you have this kind of locked vision, and you have to keep scrolling to find out where you're going.
So simple with this
I enjoyed
one.
that. Now we have Bastion. Now I've played this on Xbox, so I was quite happy to get this in the bundle.
He gets up.
Now this is a really colourful, fun game with a really witty narrator along the way. So again, this kind of world builds around you.
Up under his feet as it pointing the way. He don't stop to wonder why.
And again, it kind of narrates what you're doing, which is quite funny.
Finds his lifelong friend just lying in the road.
So you pick up weapons, smash your way through with different attacks. You've got like whirlwind, you have hammers, you have arrows.
He lands on top of a breaker's
You pick up different weapons as you go along in the game. Here's the arrow. You heal yourself from the fountains, and it's a fun little platformer. The roll is really sensitive. Like, the game feels really fluid to play. So pulling the string all the way back, like it says, healing yourself, and this game actually works really well on PC. I didn't feel like it was designed for a console. I just felt like I was playing on a PC, and it was fun. Roll again, you can roll off the step there if you're not sure where. I thought the road was going to build, but alas it didn't. So you've got to keep an eye on where you're going as well as all the enemies, and healing yourself. So things can get pretty intense pretty quickly, and it's actually, you know, it's a very colourful, fun game, and the narrator keeps it enjoyable along the way. So again, keep taking down these turrets, making your way along it like, you know, the generic kind of style, breaking your way through boxes, finding items,
Picks up a few pointers from a dusty
picking
old
up, you have like magic, you have black magic,
He's a mighty
there are
fast
these potions that you have to pick up, these black potions, and then you can use your whirlwind. Once you've run out, then you can't do it, so it gets a bit tougher. Keep healing yourself, keep smashing your way through, and I thought it was a fun game. And again, you'd pay $5 alone to play this game. Getting all these games for $5 is, well, it's an unbelievable bundle. And again, when you pick up at these stops, you can change your equipment, and you can, you know, you can customize your sort of loadout from your power-ups and your hammers and, you know, your sort of weapons, so you can make your own little arsenal. And again, there are some boss battles as you smash your way through, and they are quite tough. You know, they do not like one-hit kill. You know, they do take a bit of battling, and I imagine the further you get into the game, the harder they get, and you'll have to manage those resources with the potion.
Rob's a scumbag of his last meal.
And it was a fun game. I enjoyed it. Again, these games are just clips that I've been playing. I haven't completed them yet. And also, I didn't want to show you like footage all the way through. I didn't want to show you like here's the start, here's the kind of middle bit, and here's the end, because then you'd kind of spoil the story for you. So I just showed you the opening bits, and you can make your own judgment whether it's worth, quite frankly, the $1 purchase or the $8 purchase. They've made 3 million people pay $1. You know. It's brilliant. Now, Amnesia, I've watched people play this, and it's important to note at the start, it says it should not be played to win. Immerse yourself in the gameplay. Don't worry about saving, it takes care of that. You can click save and exit and resume where you want. It says play in a dark room, set your gamma, set your colour right, and I've never played a game that says don't try and win, just immerse yourself in the story. So I played this at like 4 in the morning with the lights off, in a house on my own, turned down the gamma, and it was so fucking scary. I don't even know why. There should be no reason why this game is scary, because all you're doing is walking around the house and you're thinking, I'm going to go around that corner, and I know there's going to be a noise, and I'll back off, I'll wait for the noise to disappear, and I'll go around the corner. But oh my god, is it scary. Like, I've watched playthroughs and people screaming and stuff, and I was thinking, they're just exaggerating for the YouTube views. But oh my lord, like, this game is scary, like, for no reason. And I think the reason I'm trying to get at is that it's like a horror movie. Like, you know, you have the creaking doors opening, you have this unknown shadow following you. You have to manage resources. You have to pick up tinder boxes. You know, set up lights, stay in the lights, keep a check on your health. It's a real shaky camera. And you know, you can tilt and lean, so you can edge forward a bit, hold the Q button, lean around the wall and look, and it's so dark, and it's purposely dark on your screen because that's how I was playing it. So you know, these doors are open on its own, and it was really scary. And it feels like I say, you're playing a movie, but the difference with the movie is if it scares you, you can look away and the movie continues. With this, the only way you're seeing the end of this movie is by playing it. So if you're, you know, you think, oh shit, I need to take a break, this is scary, you take a break, the game doesn't progress any further, you're still stood there and you have to push on yourself. And forget about, you know, the bad graphics, even though personally I think the graphics are great. People say they're bad, I think they're sharp. I was playing it in 1080p, I've only recorded it at 720, but I was playing it at 1080, and you know, it's fine, good water reflections and everything. And the soundtrack, again, because you get the soundtracks free if you purchase it for $8 or above the average price, all the sounds are great. The soundtrack immerses you in it. You've got the clunky heavy doors, just the candlelight to guide you, and the heavy footsteps and these screeches. And trust me, like, the reason these clips are so long, I'm playing it for that long, is because honestly I think this is the best part of the bundle, is Amnesia, for me personally anyway. So I'm going to play, this is why the footage is going on a bit longer than expected, but again, you've got to follow these tracks and find out the source of the liquid. And again, it may be a little bit dark because renders turn out ever so darker than what they actually are on the screen, so I could just about see, so you may not be able to see anything, but that's kind of the feel you get. It's this dark, the only thing you're seeing is the lights, swinging candles, and trust me, it's fucking scary. Like, for no reason. Oh shit, look at that, the door creeps open, and you're thinking, oh, it's just a door creeping open. But what you don't realise is, you've got to go through that door, and you know, you have diaries, you have mementos, and you can listen to stuff. And again, what can I say? It's scary. So as again, you're creeping through these doors and thinking, I didn't want to go into this room, and then holy shit, you're back into the room, you can't see. You just want to get out of that room, that's all you want to do, you just want to get out. And watching gameplay, you're thinking that isn't scary, it's just a noise. But trust me, when you play the game, it is shit scary because you are controlling it. You completely immerse yourself. You notice the light that I forgot to pick up. You have health, tinder boxes there. Cinder or Tinder, I can't remember. Cinder, I think. And you have your mental health, so the longer you stay in the dark, the more fucked up you get. So you got to stay in that light, but also the light draws attention, so you know, you catch the drift there. And it was really scary, and I can't wait to get playing this again after I've done uploading this video. So yeah, scary game. I enjoyed it, and I think you will too. It is honestly worth spending the $8 to buy this, because I think it's like $15 on Steam, and you get this for $8 and all the rest of the games. The current time of recording this, there are 4 days left on the sale. So yeah, you've got to get on it. Next we are playing Braid. Now this, complete contrast to Amnesia. Happy tunes, your little ginger guy in a suit, chilling away, you're on your platform, you know, you climb up these, you jump, and this, it felt like I was playing a ginger version of Mario. That's how I felt. Happy tunes, you even have like the similar style enemies, not to fight but to get past. Now, you pick up jigsaw puzzles along your way. Now imagine these are the turtles, you know, you bounce on them. One cool feature is though you can rewind. Now I died a lot because, well, I wasn't really paying attention to it that much, as personally this isn't my favourite type of game. I'm not into these style of games. I think they're quite simple to do, and again you hold shift, you can rewind. So again, what is good is if you get frustrated by deaths or getting stuck, then you can rewind. So this is just a chill out game. You pick up jigsaw puzzles along the way, and you can solve the puzzles, you know, when you've got enough when you have enough pieces. God, if I could speak. So again, and sorry if I do sound a bit ill, I do have bronchitis, but I thought I'd make a video for you to get this out on time. So again, things do get a bit more tricky. I was trying to run off that ledge and then bounce off that, you know, and get through it, but I was struggling a little bit, but I was getting a bit bored, and I didn't personally enjoy this. I thought it was a bit of a simple platformer, but hell, you know, it's pretty much free, $5 with all these games. It's like 20p per game or something ridiculous, because you're paying for the soundtracks if you want them, and it's just an unbelievable bundle. Like, you think about, you get one game, like one used game for £10 on Xbox, and you get all these games for free. So yeah. Next you're seeing Psychonauts. Now this game was fun. This was another one that I played for quite a long time. This was Psychonauts, so it felt really smooth to play. Someone's felt a bit clunky. This one felt like it worked on the PC well. So this is like you're a group of school children, and you've kind of literally you've gone into this guy's head. He's like your kind of class master. You've gone into his head, and he's kind of visualizing all these tasks, and you have to do it. You have power-ups. Now the more figments you collect, now those little blocks that I'm picking up, then once you've collected them, then you go and buy a sort of block that holds all these figments, and then you can level up. Or if you find a whole one, then that just levels you up instantly. You play with this like ginger evil broccoli fuckhead. There's
probably a secret, more advanced
and well, it was pretty funny to be honest. And usually I think, oh, it's a childish game, I'm not going to enjoy this, but I enjoyed it. So, you know, if I'm enjoying it and I'm a hardcore gamer, I'd class myself as a hardcore gamer, but sometimes I get a bit bored of trying hard, so you like to just chill out, and it's a fun platformer. 3D graphics, reminds me of Rayman. You have the ledge climbing, you have the kind of I think you can shoot. I'm not too sure though. As I say, I didn't get too far into the levels because I was playing them all to make this video. So again, these little shapes that I'm walking over, these are the figments. Once you've collected enough of them, you can level up. So here we go. If you look up now, you have your inventory. So there you go, vaults, figments, etc. Now here we go. You can climb up ledges, and there's lots of unique little styles of movement, and it just felt really fluid. That's all I can say. Good graphics. The cutscenes weren't very good graphics, but you know, what do you expect from a little simple platform? To be honest,
because I'm gonna call you
I thought it was funny.
Joey.
You have this guy
It's
making
not my
little
name.
witty comments.
What, kid? I'll blow you up
Now
like a
levels do get a bit
10-cent
tricky.
kazoo.
You have the double jump, collecting these figments over the mines, and again, I just thought it was a simple, fun game, and I enjoyed it. And finally, coming on to Limbo. Now this is the game that I always wanted to buy on Xbox, but for 1,200 points, I was like, oh, is it worth it? But with this bundle, it sure is worth it. Now this is more of a thinking game. It's not so much action. It's more of a thinking game. So you hold the action button, you pull this back. Eventually, when I figure it out, you pull this crate back. Come on, pull it back. Pull the crate, dude. Pull it. Pull it. Pull the crate. Pull the crate. Pull the crate. I will pull it eventually. I think I was like tabbed out. I think that's what it was. I think I was tabbed out at the time. So I'm trying to push it. Sorry, I'm so ill. And eventually, woohoo, we pull the crate. Sorry about that. So, you know, things aren't as they first seem. You have these little clamps, and it's a black and white game. What's good about it is it's really quiet. There's no real noise apart from your death. It's really quiet, then it's like wham, like you just die, and you're like, oh shit. So again, this is more of like a theory platform game. It's not going to be technically too advanced to do. And again, sorry about this, I am really ill. I'm on antibiotics and everything. It's not too technically difficult. It's figuring it out. And again, I like the way the eyes glow in the dark. And it's just, I just thought it was an enjoyable little game. And again, you go ahead and you sail in this little boat. It's a calm platformer. And I think this bundle has a good variety. You've got the aggravation of Super Meat Boy, the calmness of the Swarm, the Superbrothers and Limbo, and then the fun of Bastion and sort of Psychonauts. So it's a good bundle. And if the bundle is off, like if the bundle doesn't exist when you're watching this video, like it's finished, just buy the games. Like they're well worth it. And my voice is going because I've got like a bronchitis and I'm so ill. Hopefully you appreciate the effort put into play this and make this and inform you of your purchases. So again, theory like this, you're like, well, how do I get up this ledge? Well, you pull the boat. You pull the boat back, use the boat as a climbing object, and then you proceed. So again, the deaths are pretty harsh. It's actually a real violent game. Although it may not look like it, it's quite a spooky violent game, and that's because there's no sound. Well, there is sound, should I say, but it's gentle sound. It's not like wallop, oh, and then ping, you've picked up some crystals. Nothing like that. It's just you trotting along in this limbo world. And you'll hear the clamp now. Trotting along in this limbo world, and wham. So anyway, that was me playing the Humble Indie Bundle 5. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you'll go and purchase and support PC developers and indie developers. Or you can just donate all your money to charity when you buy it and not use it. Or you can pay for $10 or $8 and then give them all away as gift codes. So if you're looking for a gift for a friend, then there you go. That's it sorted. So that was me playing the Humble Indie Bundle 5. Drop a comment and a like. Hopefully it's something you enjoyed, and if you want to see any of the particular games I've shown in further detail, then I can go ahead and do that. So peace.